Hello there, guys. It's morning here on my end, and as you observe, this is kind of a new place because I'm trying to find some new angles. You know, I may just be a bit struggling right now. Just joking, I'm not struggling. It's just that I'm not sitting right now. You want to see how I'm positioning? Really? You want? Okay. Yes, that's how I'm positioning right now. For those of you who have been watching my videos, the last time and the last videos that has been posted are basically about friendship videos, videos about community. And today I just want to have a conversation with you just to talk about friendship, just to talk about, well, of course, my friends first, but I guess I want to just highlight how important they are in our lives. So today I want to share my barcadas throughout the years, my friend groups throughout the years that have helped me, in unique seasons in my life, in certain seasons in my life. Let me just fix it. Yeah. In certain seasons in my life, and how they were actually very much unique to each other. I've said that quite some time today, but they had their purpose in my life, the unique purpose of really helping me in my needs and in my struggles at that time. So before I start, I know you've got your friends also. It's impossible that you're a lone ranger or a lonely island. No, we have friends. And if you have those barcadas who are supporting you, who are showing their love on you, you can comment down and how you appreciate them, and maybe have a little story, a mini story in the comment section, how they've impacted your life. So we good? We good? Come on now. I would love to see your comments, And yes, so let's go. So I'm gonna share four things. I'm gonna share who my barkada are, what they are composed of, and how did I meet them, our usual gimmicks, and of course, how they were significant in my life. How were they important to me at the time, at my season. So, first one, let's go. So the first one was when I was in high school. And, if you want a background of how my outlook was towards myself and towards everyone when I was in high school, you can check out my video testimony. It's in Ilonggo, it's in Hiligaynon, but there's still sub, so you can understand it. But you can check that out here. That's my first time trying that actually. Here, I don't know if that's the correct one, but I actually thoroughly testified about my experiences in high school. But basically, my condition and my position when I was in high school was that I wasn't really so confident with myself. I wasn't really looked up to, especially in academics. I was very, in the low levels, if you will. If you want some context, if they're gonna give the performance card for our grades when it's 75, I would celebrate. If the grade that I have for a subject is 75, I would celebrate. That's how desperate I was when it comes to receiving my grades. But yeah, that was my position. I wasn't confident, and I was trying to find a place to fit in. And so my barkada was called Ohana. And we called ourselves that just because, you know, we want to have that kind of family vibe. And we were getting along very much fine and so good. And we were composed of half guys and gals. And so how we met, actually right now, you know, just remembering, I kind of forgot how we met. Because, you know, when you're in school, it seems that every day is so the same. That you meet the same people, you get to have the same classes every day, and it's just this cycle, and it gets you to forget, you know? What happened in your high school days? Well, basically just sitting in a room and, you know, listening to this teacher talk for an hour. My goodness, even an hour and 30 minutes. But let me guess, I might not, you know, remember the highlight of how we really met, but I knew that the moment that we've got to know each other, we were just really getting along. But first was, you know, the guys, you know, that was the very first time that I felt that I can talk about something aside from, you know, the mundane stuff or the mediocre stuff. Talk about life. And we would all actually go along with it and pretty much really enjoy actually what we're conversing about life. And so, yes. And then the gals came in as well. And it was really, really simple. Maybe they saw our need. They saw our need for academic guidance. I think that was one, and we sought that as well from them because they were so smart. The gals, they were so smart. You know, one of them are actually honor rolls. You know, for some time they were in that honor roll position, and so we would ask help from them, and along that we would as well have a conversation about different things. And after that, we really just got along, and our relationship got better, you know, and our relationship binded. And here we go with the gimmicks. So the activities that we used to have back when we were in high school, when we were already Ohana, is with the guys. I would invite some of the guys who were talented in music, and we would actually form a band because there was a yearly battle of the bands, and we would really, you know, practice and plan out our songs. And you know, it was weird. Maybe it was weird for others because like maybe I was kind of the leader of the band out of the topic, but one of the songs that I would pick is actually a worship song, you know. And somehow it did work out. It did work out. But like that was one of our gimmicks with the guys. I would invite them to have battle of the bands, and we would practice, and sometimes we wouldn't actually get along. There were fights. To all of you who have experienced battle of the bands, you know what I mean. No matter how close you are, you will have fights. You will have conflicts. You will have issues. That is just the reality of bands, okay? So we would have that, and after the battle of the bands, we would just celebrate, and we would just be so happy with each other's efforts. And another gimmick was yearly we would gather. You know, before Christmas vacation, we would gather. We would go to a place and we would have a getaway, you know. And there was this one time, it was very much memorable for me, that we had a very vulnerable moment, you know. This, maybe sometimes my friends get weirded out. Like, I love seeing people cry, not because I want to see their pain. No, of course not. I want the people see cry just because I love the reality of people just being vulnerable and trusting people. You know, that's just That's just it for me. And so was this particular time, the first year, the first time we've gathered as Ohana, where we just talked about our lives, and we actually, you know, even some of us even cried just because they were telling their stories of their own lives, the vulnerable moments. And that really formed our group. That was the moment when we realized, wow, this is for keeps. You know, as long as we're together, I would want to be with you. You know, that was the thing with us. And after that vulnerable conversation, it was actually 12 midnight at that time. We actually didn't sleep, you know. We just walked around it was a resort that we were in. We just walked around the resort and, you know, just let the night pass and wait for the sunrise and sleep the whole morning. But that was our highlight. And after that, we would have gimmicks like jogging. We were actually pretty athletic people, so we would like go jogging in the mornings. There were times that we would go into malls and would have like movie times, and that was our gimmick. But basically what we've enjoyed is each other's company. That was the highlight of our gimmicks, is that we love being with each other because we trusted each one and we love each other's company. And what's significant about this group is that, of course, I love that I could actually already fit in. You know, in high school, I've had friends before that, but it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that significant because, you know, we were sharing about games and, you know, our interests that somehow you can have fun with, but it didn't really have that deep connection with you. But like at that time with them, with Ohana, I realized, wow, I have a place here. I have a place here in my school, and I'm content with that. Being with them, I can fit in. And that was just so amazing. That was such a breakthrough for me during high school. And I just want to appreciate them, the Ohana. If you're watching this, I love you. I know we haven't been getting together, but actually recently we had our vlog in Don Salvador. We weren't just complete, but that was a little of our group there, and we still managed to, you know, even though we haven't been contacting each one, we still managed to have this gimmick just because we care for each other. You know, it's actually possible that if you're not connecting with one another through chat or communicating, it's possible that you still care for each one. You know, you would want to get away with them. So yeah, that's my first barkada in my high school. That's right. Hello guys, this is the end of the first part and the first segment of my barkada video and friendship conversation, but I just want to add this as part of the conversation. The question is, do you really need people in your life to reach the goal, to reach your goal, or to reach your very best as a person? If you agree, comment down, and why. If you don't agree, comment down as well, and why not. So that's a good conversation to keep up this topic about friendship and community. We would love to talk to you, everyone who's watching. So keep tuning in, because I will keep on sharing my barkadas, what's left. So tune in, like, and subscribe, push the bell notifications. I'll keep them coming.